the things that we hear from parents of gifted children is that they're often perceived as pushing their student too hard or bragging about their child. In reality, many gifted children have a high drive to learn and have very different learning needs from other children around their age. So, how do you advocate for your child and communicate with others when there's this sort of misunderstanding? Here's Laurel Griffiths, the Director of Family Services, to speak more to this. Stay tuned after the video for more information on the benefits of the Young Scholars Program and how you can directly access features like these virtual events.
How do you respond to teachers and parents who think that you are a never enough type demanding parent pushing for achievement? They do not seem to understand a child wanting to be more challenged. Great question. Unfortunately, we can't change all of the societal messages that go out about giftedness. There are some really misinformed opinions out there, kind of like the folk knowledge that like acceleration is bad for kids. It is simply not proven in literature. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't students who have had some bad experiences with acceleration. Of course, that's going to happen some of the time, but the vast majority of students really benefit for it. But there's a lot of misinformation out there about it and a lot of stereotypes. So a little bit is like accepting that you can't control what other people think, which is really frustrating because sometimes no matter what you say, people are just going to hear push, push, push. When you're like, no, I am desperately just trying to stay like close to my kid. They are running all the way over there. I am just like back here trying to get slightly closer to where they are, not even pushing. So some of it is that. So what you can control is how you talk about it. And finding things that really resonate with you as a parent on how you want to talk about your student and what feels good and meaningful to you as a parent. I know that other parents may try to take you down. And be like, oh, you're just bragging. You're just bragging. That's the thing we hear all the time. And it's like, I'm saying things like, my child's doing 7th grade math. That is just a fact, not a brag. And like you'll hear parents brag all the time about athletic achievements, but we're not allowed to just be like, my student is just taking this other math class. I know that other people will try to break you down. But if it is coming from a place of love for your child and alignment with your values as a parent, you can always return to those things to help you get through the nasty messages that may be coming your way of this is why I'm saying this. I love my kid. This aligns with my values. I am going to continue to walk the path of loving my child and living my values. You can go back to that. And I know that doesn't stop other people from trying to get into your lane, but you can rely back on that. The other thing is talking in concretes, like this is what my child is doing. And if people are like, oh, you're bragging, I'm like, no, I'm just stating facts here. This is what we're doing. And you can talk about like what your student, like why your student really wants this or is really interested in that. I feel like I'm not giving the most articulate answer at this point, but I will send you, we have put together resources for this because as you might imagine, you are not the only parent in our community that has been told that they are a pushy parent. And another parent just chimed in here. I try to deal with humor to the staff that is thinking that I'm driving the bus around here. I refer to him as my nerd child and that I want to vomit when I see all the AP and honors classes, but I'm just doing my parent role and advocating for him as that, and that is an area of challenge for him. Wonderful. Humor is great.
Thank you for watching. Check out the cultivated resources we have on our Davidson Gifted blog, linked below. The Davidson Young Scholars Program offers our members opportunities to connect, engage, and access a range of family services to support them on their profoundly gifted or twice exceptional path. Want to learn more? We host application Q&As for families to learn more about our program, testing requirements, and even the application. Visit our website, davidsongifted.org, and find the next available Q&A on the upcoming events tab. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.